Have you ever slept in the same position for so long that your back or bottom start to go numb? It's not very comfortable, is it? Although it seems like a small issue for most of us, it poses a huge issue for patients in palliative and hospital care. Every year, approximately 60,000 people die of complications from pressure injuries. Additionally, it has been proven that individuals with pressure sores face a 4.5 times greater risk of death than people with the same risk factors without pressure injuries. Pressure sores are one of the most challenging clinical problems faced by patients who are elderly, immobile, neurologically impaired, or experiencing acute illnesses. Affecting up to 32% of people admitted in hospitals, they can result in an array of damaging impacts such as permanent scarring, deformities, osteomyelitis, loss of limbs, and sepsis. Not only does this cause problems for the individual, but it lengthens the stay of the patient, using up exceedingly more time and resources. But what are pressure sores and what makes them so bad? Pressure sores develop from injury to the skin and the breaking down of underlying tissue as a result of immobility. Simply put, when a person lies in the same position for too long, the pressure on certain areas of their body, usually the back, buttocks, or ankles and elbows, builds up. This causes the blood flow on these areas to become restricted, leading to injury to the skin and the breaking down of the underlying tissue. As most patients suffering from this issue are generally already immobile, conditions can worsen without regular attendance from nurses, who are able to assist them in moving and shifting pressure. Looking into the problem, we discovered that pressure sores were an issue in more ways than one. Pressure sores are difficult to treat as many patients dislike being physically handled by nurses, causing them to become non-compliant. More modern solutions, including air mattresses and compression stockings, still depend heavily on nurse action and adds more pressure on top of their frenetic working conditions. In addition to this, the lack of communication and documentation between nurses on a patient's pressure sores, an unexpectedly common scenario, leads to their negligence and aggravation, resulting in further discomfort for the patient. However, it was also found that once a pressure sore was properly identified on a patient, very rarely did they increase in severity. As such, this allowed our team to narrow down the issue into the following statement. Pressure ulcers are difficult for nurses and doctors to identify, prevent, and manage due to the fast-paced nature of their profession and environment.
To solve this issue, we looked into ways we could sense and communicate pressure within an unobtrusive form factor. Light is one such method, and our team investigated bioluminescence. In our research, we were inspired by the Hawaiian bobtail squid. This deep-sea creature houses a bacteria, a Vibrio fischeri, in its mantle. The increase in bacterial population density causes an accumulation of autoinducers, a process known as quorum sensing. The Lux CDABE operon is activated, and enzymes are produced which catalyze the reaction for bioluminescence. In short, bioluminescence is produced when this bacteria is clustered together. Our team, Illuminate Pressure, made up of 6 design students, 2 medical science students, and 1 architecture student, worked together to implement this function into a practical design. Our vision is to transform and improve the hospital experience, making a less stressful environment for medical professionals and patients through user experience design and biodesign. Through much brainstorming, iterating, and ideating, our research has helped us greatly in gauging the effectiveness of our design, as well as highlighting the factors to consider which influenced our final design. We ensured our product efficiently fulfills all aspects of user needs and wants when handling patients enduring the severe implications of pressure ulcers.
We created a bioluminescent mattress topper with photosensors to aid nurses and carers responsible for immobile patients. Our design aims to illuminate the serious implications of pressure-related injuries, specifically pressure sores, and create a compassionate, user-based solution. This solution considers time constraints of healthcare professionals and strives to aid and confirm regularity of intervention, as well as a lack of patient comforts. Our solution utilizes a bacteria that glows under a certain population density, which is represented visually to notify medical staff to the development of increasing pressure due to lack of movement. So how does our product work? When a patient exerts body pressure onto the mattress topper, the force will push water out of the nanofiltration membrane. However, the large size of transformed E. coli will be trapped, leading to an accumulation of bacteria within the hexagonal pockets. Utilizing the transformation process in recombinant principles, the Lux CDABE operon obtained from Vibrio fischeri has been inserted into the transformed E. coli, thus taking up the properties of bioluminescence. As a result, the densely populated E. coli will produce and accumulate enough autoinducer, homoserine lactone, to chemically signal the transcription process of the gene responsible for bioluminescence. This is known as Quorum Sensing. We are able to manipulate this where it is controlled by body as well as automated pressure. The reaction is catalyzed by the main enzyme of the operon luciferase, the cofactor, luciferin, and ATP, provided via a sugar solution. Light is produced, as well as the byproduct CO2. The light will then be amplified and redirected to a more noticeable location through fiber optics. This will then visually alert nurses to reposition the patient to avoid the development of pressure sores. This system can also be reused due to the incorporated automated pump. It is able to allow water to flow back into the hexagonal pockets, once again causing the bacteria to be suspended in the medium. Additionally, the pump will bring in the flow of nutrients, in our case a sugar solution, to provide an energy source for the bacteria, as well as take out waste CO2. The water within the hexagonal pockets also acts as a waterbed, where the additional function of the automated pressure pump is able to relieve pressure by alternating from draining and filling certain areas of the hexagonal pockets.
Our design outshines other products on the market in comparison as it differentiates through using bacteria as a form of visual indication, rather than the conventional hands-on method which can be quite invasive. The beneficial features of our design includes a less hands-on approach of identifying pressure ulcers, improving nurse time efficiency, and minimizing invasive contact, resulting in decreased stress and more comfort for the patients. The gentle light from the bacteria provides a therapeutic effect, and to reduce disturbance at nighttime, it can also be covered with a blanket, allowing patients to sleep peacefully. Overall, our solution addresses our problem, that pressure ulcers are difficult for nurses and doctors to identify, prevent, and manage due to the fast-paced nature of their profession and environment. Our design addresses all stakeholders, incorporates biodesign with necessity, and addresses our vision. We have been able to effectively design a solution that illuminates the serious implications of pressure-related injuries, specifically pressure sores, whilst creating an effective, compassionate, user-based solution. For more information on Illuminate Pressure and our product, visit our website at illuminatepressure.com.